So I believe all are exciting with the prompt engineering. So we go ahead with the next session. So, yeah, so now it is with great honor that I invite to distinguished speaker Mr. Nipuna Gayan Ruhunage to the stage. Mr. Gayan is recognized thought leader in the field of artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and the diligence strategy. Today he will speak on highly relevant and impactful topic, taking change of AI risk, creating competitive advantage through secure AI, the subset, that's the topic he's going to deliver today. Please join with me warmly. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Nipuna. Please give a good big hand. Nipuna, stage for you.
Hello, everybody. So like you say, my name is Nipuna Ruhunage. I'm from Tiqri. I'm working as a cloud security architect. Comes about 14 to 15 years plus experience, mostly on cloud technology, dealing with cloud technologies, then security and compliance stuff, boring stuff. So I have a very limited time period, so I'll try my level best to cover the basics and what you need to do. Mostly I'm talking about why you need to have a framework when it comes to security. This can be applied to AI, this can be applied to your product environment as well, but it's very important. So if you look at Cisco, what Cisco has to say about employees admit unauthorized AI tools works 52%. So even if you like it or not, employees are still using AI tools are not authorized by the organizations. So this bit scary. 43% enterprise say that AI systems not align with the internal policies, then again, regulation frameworks. This actually an issue when you're trying to align with SOC 2, then again, GDPR. This is going to be a really issue. How do we going to solve this issue? So, talking about trust. So, it's AI, when it comes to security, all about trust. So how do we address this trust issue? So, three key pillars you have: cybersecurity, then again privacy issue, then again accuracy. These are the three key pillars that you need to address when it comes to build the trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. So in effect, 4 out of 5 executives says that they're not sure they can really trust generative AI because it has concerns specifically related to cybersecurity. And you have this concern related to privacy and accuracy, what system can do. And don't have a trust, we are not be able to take in full charge and advantage of what you are trying to do with AI. And how do we going to solve this problem? Well, we need a framework. It's very simple. But how do you build the framework? It's depending on your organizations. You don't have to follow a standardized framework because your product, what you're trying to build up, it's different to each organizations. So, data model usage. It's a very important key pillars that you need to address. We have data using from different sources, and data we are using to train models, tune models, right? When we get all these data, you need to make sure that you have in control of data and what your data is trying to train. And so in generally, we use data to train your model as well as you're trying to get some output. We are going to, data itself, it's that we are going to use train, tune model. Therefore, the bad guy is going to look in what they can see because that's what they do. If it's exists, they will try to mess things up. So believe me, that's what we don't have nice things in the world because of these bad guys. I'll show you a real world example. So you can see a stop sign. There is a carefully designed noise patch and have been placed it on the stop sign. When you look at it, it's recognized as a stop sign. But when you carefully, with the noise patch, if you carefully run down this with an AI model, it will recognize as speed 100. So this has been a real world problem. Imagine when you are driving an AI-driven car, this happens, it's a risk. So what you're looking at is stop sign recognized as correctly by the model. But when you add a tiny layer of carefully designed noise, it looks like stop sign, but the AI now classified as a speed 100. So is this a bug or a vulnerability? Anybody? This is not a bug, this is actually a vulnerability. So this is how AI sees. So the model realizes the pixel pattern, not the meaning. So human sees as shape, words, context, but the model doesn't. It sees the metric value of change in the pixels. So talking about framework, let's start with key risk areas. That's where you need to start. You need to have multiple pillars to build up your own framework, security framework, to deal with security. These are real world issues. It's not about protecting your code anymore. It's about securing your training data and output APIs, even prompt that user submits. Another very important point is risk assessment strategy. So when you are certified with ISO 27000, SOC 2, you get so many risk assessment strategies, but nobody have a right framework to address the AI. But you can always come up with your own strategy, starting from the scratch, starting from basics. So starting the train model like none other critical assets. Walk through entire life cycle of training module. Training, life cycle of training, then again development, and very importantly, infrastructure that can go wrong. It's very important to address those. Now the controls to apply. You need to have control in place to control what should not do and what should do. And access control, having access control to the training data and model artifacts is very important as well. Then monitoring model behavior and API usage. And also, very important point is the threat modeling. Threat modeling also, you need to control what prompts and what inputs is going to be put into the model. Policies and governance, it's a very hard topic to cover. So policies are, set policies always early before when people start plugging random APIs to your production environment. I'll give you an example. DeepSeek, what actually DeepSeek happens. DeepSeek had 3 major incidents lately. One was their database was exposed, production environment databases was exposed on publicly, and millions of sensitive data related to customers and payment details was exposed. This was happened, DeepSeek. And the second point was DeepSeek was surviving a larger scale, a larger DOS attack, and the entire service was not available at that time. The third point was the investigation was revealed that Apple application was transmitting data to a what we call Chinese servers. Next point, incident response readiness. This is also very important when it comes to one of the key pillars on the framework that we are trying to build up. So like I said, it's always, you don't have to follow a ready-made framework. You have to come up with your own framework, because it's different to your product, what you're trying to build and what you're trying to implement. And when something goes wrong, it may look different than the traditional incidents when it comes to AI. So practice handle things like hallucinations and manipulated outputs. Next point is shared responsibility. The people don't like this shared responsibility thing. It isn't just a security team's issue. When everyone involves building an AI, it's piece of responsibility, it's everybody's. So that's you need to understand. You need to bring the team together and try implementing a shared responsibility model when it comes to security. Governance is keeping up. It's a race, and we have quite a number of problems going on. One was the EU Act is the first major law was aiming to add AI regulations. Then again, US executive order was given focus on AI safety, fairness, and transparency issues, to address transparency issues. Most importantly, we have this everywhere. We have so many frameworks going on. We have a patch problems as well. Difficult rules in different regions create so much big complexity. And lack of global standards also going to be increase a legal risk as well when it comes to managing our frameworks. So what we should do? Simple thing, keep it simple. Add AI to your existing security process rather than inventing everything from the scratch. Plug to your existing process, your problems and your solution, and try to investigate problems by plugging your product or process into your existing process, and then start building up your framework. Final thing, AI isn't just a technology challenge. It's a trust issue that we have. You are not just protecting data, you're actually protecting a decision. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nipuna, for delivering insightful and thoughtful session talking charge of AI. So if you have any questions related to that, so you can scan the QR and log your question, and directly also you can ask question from Nipuna. So Nipuna, I think for your valuable contribution, we have some token of appreciation. Ashwini, please come forward too.